Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Evans. We are live in West Valley City, where yesterday 5 people were found dead in this home behind me, right here. The lights are still on. And a 17-year-old boy was found gravely wounded, but still alive in the garage. Tonight, we are learning more about what happened. Police shared today that teen who survived had been shot in the head and is in critical condition. They have not been able to talk to him. The community is in shock and trying to understand how this happened, while police are working to figure out why it happened. We have live team coverage for you this evening. I spoke with the pastor of the Mountain City Church here in West Valley City about the tragedy of this happening during a season that is otherwise about hope, faith, and joy. Fox 13 News reporter Maya Constantino spoke with people who live in this otherwise quiet neighborhood. And Fox 13 News anchor Robin Oginye explains why it took police days to find the bodies. But we begin with Fox 13 News reporter Mark Blaine, who joins us live from West Valley City Police Headquarters with the latest on the investigation. Mark.
Bob, West Valley Police this afternoon held a press briefing here at police headquarters to provide more details about the tragic incident. They did confirm that all the victims involved were from the same family. At the same time, there's still a lot of questions about this case, though investigators have a working theory on who's responsible.
All of the victims appeared to have suffered gunshot wounds. Autopsies will confirm the exact cause of death.
West Valley City spokesperson Roxanne Vainuku shedding more light on the 5 family members who were killed and another who is in the hospital in serious condition. Authorities believe the shootings happened over the weekend. The tragic scene not discovered until Tuesday after a family member of the 38-year-old wife and mother arrived at the home in the 3700 block of Oxford Way, where she discovered the 17-year-old son alive in the garage, suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. She then immediately called police, who soon arrived on the scene.
The bodies of the mother and the 2 daughters were located in the bedroom on the upper level of the home. The bodies of the father and the 11-year-old son were located in the living room of the home, and a small handgun was found underneath the body of the father. We believe this was the weapon used in the shootings.
The girls lost in the shootings were 9 and 2 years old. Their father, who police suspect opened fire on his family, was 42.
Our initial determination is that the father likely shot all of the members of the family and then himself. However, we do need to wait for confirmation from ballistics evidence and also from forensics evidence to be able to determine that definitively.
Police believe the 17-year-old, like the rest of the family, was shot inside the home before he somehow managed to make his way to the garage.
The 17-year-old suffered a severe brain injury. He was shot through the head, and he is not in a condition where we're able to speak to him.
Police say they have not determined a motive for the shootings. Out of courtesy to the family, the names of the victims won't be released until all family members are notified. Live from West Valley City, Mark Blaine, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Mark, thank you so much. This afternoon, I spoke with Pastor Mario Rivas and his son Marcos, who serve at the Mountain City Church, one of the faith communities that is part of West Valley City's Interfaith Council. Mario Rivas, you are a pastor here at Mountain City Church, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When you heard about this tragedy, what went through your heart and your mind in concern for this community?
Fue algo muy difícil, muy duro,
It's something very difficult and very hard
porque es en nuestra comunidad.
because it's within our community.
Pensar que pudo ser alguno de los que viene a nuestra iglesia,
And to think that it could have been anybody who congregates in our church,
eso me dejó sin palabras.
that left me speechless.
Nos llevó a conectarnos un poco más por nuestra comunidad
So this leads us to want to connect more to our community
y estar pensando qué podemos hacer
and to be wondering what can we do
para que esto no se repita.
so that this is never repeated.
Ha sido muy fuerte
It's been very strong
y muy cercano a nosotros.
and very close to us,
Y es eso lo que nosotros, lo que en mi corazón está.
and that's what's in my heart.
Here we are at the Christmas season, and this kind of thing happens to disrupt our peace. How do we, as believers and non-believers, get through this season with this kind of an event?
Creo que en estas temporadas lo último que queremos
I think that during these seasons, the last thing that we want
es escuchar esto,
is to hear about this.
porque siempre oímos de unidad,
Because we always hear about unity,
amor,
about love,
familia,
and family.
y creo que pudiéramos decirle a todos,
And I think we could tell everyone,
paz,
peace.
no importa la religión,
No matter the religion,
no hay ninguna razón
there's no reason
para romper la paz de una familia,
that we should interrupt somebody's peace in their family.
que se hablen, que
Let
se
it-
comuniquen
Let them talk and let them
y
communicate
que sean una familia fuerte.
so they can be a strong
Si son
family.
una familia fuerte,
If they're a strong family,
van a ser una comunidad fuerte,
we'll be a strong community
una sociedad fuerte,
and a strong society.
aunque esto sea muy difícil,
Even though this is really hard,
siempre hay esperanza.
there is always hope.
Hoy lamentamos todo,
And today we mourn all of that,
pero mañana tenemos que sonreírle a la gente que lo necesita.
but tomorrow we need to smile at the people who need us.
Pastor Rivas, thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias.
God bless you.
God bless you.
We're just all in shock, and I think we're going to be in shock for a while.
This quiet community is grieving the loss of their dear neighbors. I'm Maya Constantino reporting in West Valley City. Neighbor Cindy Lewis, who has lived here for over 30 years, says this neighborhood has never seen or felt a loss quite like this before. Cindy has always considered her neighborhood in West Valley City a peaceful one, but recently that peace was shattered.
I feel like the neighborhood is at unrest right now. Nobody really knows how to react to what this tragedy has brought to our neighborhood.
Cindy is mourning the fact that her neighbors won't get to experience a holiday this year.
I feel bad for the family that's been lost in all of this. They're not going to have Christmas this year, and especially the children. The children is what breaks your heart, That's the hardest part.
Cindy didn't know the family but says they kept to themselves.
They were pretty quiet. They've been here 3 to 4 years.
Cindy wonders how she and her neighbors will recover from a tragedy like this.
When you take peace and something like this happens, that peace is really shaken up. And if we ever find peace again, it'll be because the neighborhood comes together, or we'll all find our own peace in our own ways with our families.
Cindy is still trying to make sense of it all.
I'm still trying to process it all.
In West Valley City, Maya Constantino, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Some might be wondering why no further action was taken once police performed that welfare check and didn't get a response from inside the home. West Valley City PD told us Tuesday they had to wait for a search warrant. Now, while this happened in West Valley City, I found something in the Salt Lake City Police Department's policy manual that might clue us in as to why. When it comes to public safety or search of a residence, the manual states an exception to the warrant requirement generally relates to situations in which it appears that a person may be hurt or in need of immediate medical assistance. Examples include welfare checks and domestic violence situations where the crime is ongoing. But this exception is based upon an immediate need to provide protection or aid, not on the need for investigation or the seriousness of an offense. Specifically, officers must have a reasonable grounds to believe there is an immediate need to protect the life or safety of themselves or others to enter a property. Once on the property, the officer must limit the search to areas where it would be reasonable, in light of the nature of the emergency, to locate the person or thing and carry out the purpose of the entry.
Now, details about the shooting and the motive are still under investigation, but there are many people who are affected by this tragedy, whether it's neighbors, friends, family, first responders, investigators, or viewers like you. The Safe UT app connects you to licensed counselors who are ready to listen to any crisis or concern. Support is immediate and confidential. There is also a specific Safe UT Frontline app focused on connecting law enforcement, fire and EMS, healthcare providers, corrections officers and their families with mental health professionals. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now to learn more about those free apps. This is a very difficult situation for all of us here in Utah. The deaths of 5 people, a teen clinging to life, and so many questions about why and how this could happen. Fox 13 News will continue to stay on top of this story as West Valley City Police continue their investigation. We'll pass along any updates on air, on our social media pages, and online at fox13now.com. Robin, back to you in studio.